everyone, my name is Elizabeth and I will be your chair for the DISEC committee. I am a rising senior at the University of Pennsylvania and I major in international relations and French and I minor in English literature. Just to introduce myself a little bit, I am from the Washington, D.C. area, but my family recently moved to London. I have been doing Model UN for the past 6-8 years. I've been doing it for basically as long as I can remember. I'm on the Penn Model United Nations traveling team, which means that we travel around the country to compete. I have also chaired many committees, including DISEC and ILMUNC China, which was really amazing. So I'm really excited to chair DISEC as well in Peru. I've also chaired a lot of crisis committees, competed in crisis, General Assembly, you name it. So I'm really excited to spend part of my senior year with all of you in DISEC in Peru. On top of Model UN, I do military technology research, which probably is the reason why I picked this committee. I'm also the editor of our magazine at Penn about environmental sustainability, and I play the trombone, so pretty busy on campus. I'm really excited to come to Peru, and I hope you all are too. I just want to talk a little bit about the committee and sort of what I see as my ideal delegate. So, as you know from our website, the two topics of DISEC are mercenaries and drones. So these are really exciting topics right now. With the mercenary side, governments are increasingly, paying people essentially to fulfill their military obligations. And with drones, you can see a lot of governments investing in having platforms where you don't have to put someone in there and you can just there are a lot of implications of having a drone because it's not just that there's no one in there, it's that, it can go in a more dangerous place or it can watch someone for longer. So there's a lot of really, really interesting questions with both topics. So I'm really excited for either of them. I mentioned I do military technology research at Penn, and this summer I'm working at an aerospace and defense firm. So I really know a lot about these topics. So please feel free, if you have any questions, just ask me. I'm really there to help. I think they're fascinating, and I hope you do too. For me, my ideal delegate is someone who takes the committee seriously and who is really excited to be there. Model UN is a long weekend. Those committee sessions can feel quite long, but I think if you really embrace it, you can have an amazing experience. You'll meet amazing people, so just, be open to that. Also, another thing is that I know, at least when I first started out with Model United Nations, I was very nervous about speaking in front of large groups of people, but really try just to go up there and, say something. It'll feel good. It's sort of hard when you go and you sit there and you don't say anything because you're nervous, but there's nothing to be afraid of. So just, I would really encourage all of you to go up and speak at least once, and hopefully more than that, much more than that. And finally, ideally, I really like to see someone who has a good attitude and who's a good team player, because you do sometimes deal with disappointment in Model UN, say the topic you preferred didn't get picked, or if you're working in a group, maybe one of your clauses did not make it in. So what you really have to do is learn how to adapt and how to, say, okay, this is my idea, but this other person wants to do this, so let's try to meet in the middle. I really value that, and I think that's an amazing skill you can join from Model UN. You can gain from Model UN. And finally, one of our questions is, what's your favorite thing about Penn? I don't know if any of you are interested in going to Penn, but I'm also happy to talk about Penn, our college in the U.S. I have friends who are studying all over the place, so definitely don't hesitate to ask. My favorite thing about Penn is that it's a really exciting school where everyone is a good student, everyone's really focused, but also everyone usually has an extracurricular interest that they're really passionate about. And there's so many different types of people. Some of my good friends are artists, some of them are musicians, some of them do Model UN, some of them they'll do business startups. So it's really an exciting school where I feel like people are really doing what they love on top of schoolwork, which can be challenging, but I think it's a really fun place to be, and there's definitely a lot to take advantage of. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you soon. I hope you're all really excited, and I'll see you in Peru.